I was drowning in the ocean. A stranger saved my life. Months later, I had to save his. The jellyfish sting hit like electricity. 1 second I was swimming. The next, my leg seized. I tried to kick. Nothing. The current pulled me sideways, and it burned hotter than the venom. Water filled my lungs. The sky faded. Then arms grabbed me. I remember flashes, sand scraping my back, a man's voice telling me to breathe, then darkness. At the hospital, they said I was minutes from dying. The man who saved me left before I could thank him. 3 months passed, then the call came. "You don't know me," a voice said. But the man who pulled you from the water, the HOA is trying to evict him." I finally had a way to find him, and I wasn't going to let him face this alone. It's your turn to breathe.
Before we uncover what really happened next, smash that like button and subscribe, because some truths deserve to be heard, not forgotten.
He had always kept to himself, a quiet life in a home he owned free and clear. Until one evening, this letter arrived, a threat he never saw coming. But there was just one problem. His home was outside the HOA's original boundary. He was never a member. That didn't matter. The board had quietly expanded jurisdiction, redrawing their maps to include his home. Now he faces losing everything for a rule he never agreed to. They assumed he wouldn't fight. I work in land title compliance. They chose the wrong file to tamper with. I pulled county plats, annexation filings, covenant records. The HOA's expansion was never legally recorded. Their amended bylaws were never ratified. They had already filed liens against 6 homes outside their authority. I requested a formal hearing. You can't stop progress. You can't fabricate jurisdiction. 2 weeks later, the county froze their enforcement actions. Liens voided, foreclosures dismissed. Then the audit hit. It started with unapproved boundary changes and fraudulent collections. Undisclosed contracts were routed to the president's own property firm. Then the state intervened. This led to personal liability, civil penalties, and restitution for every targeted homeowner. Daniel received compensation, more than enough to renovate the porch where he once collapsed from exhaustion after saving me. Last week, I stood on that porch with him. He laughed quietly and said, "Guess we're even." But we weren't. He saved my life from the ocean. I just made sure the truth drowned the people who tried to take his home. Moral lesson: the people who save you may never ask for repayment, but loyalty demands it anyway. When power is abused, silence protects the bully, courage protects the innocent. And sometimes the greatest revenge isn't revenge at all. It's using truth, skill, and integrity to defend someone who once stood between you and the end.
If you think your HOA or neighbor is bad, just wait for the next story. Hit subscribe so you don't miss it.